What happens when a venomous snake launches an attack, but chooses the wrong opponent? In a single unleashed moment, the snake rises and prepares to strike, its venom ready to be delivered. But this time, the creature in front of it refuses to retreat. Ferocious counterattacks erupt in an instant, and the confrontation quickly becomes brutally intense. In the wild, even animals armed with deadly venom can become victims when they choose the wrong target. And every moment has been captured on camera. Let's see what happened. Amidst the dry grass and cracked earth, a serval silently searched for prey, its large ears constantly twitching to catch even the slightest sound. Suddenly, it recoiled. In front of it was an inland taipan, a species considered one of the world's most venomous, with neurotoxic and clotting venom capable of inflicting serious harm with a single bite. The snake immediately coiled and then lunged forward with lightning speed. The serval dodged with its long, agile legs, narrowly avoiding the blow. It counterattacked with precise claw strikes to the body and head, using its sharp claws to stun and maintain a safe distance. However, the taipan's supple body and speed made finishing it no easy task. Realizing its opponent was too dangerous and that a single mistake would be costly, the serval stopped, retreated, and decided to leave. Amidst the arid, sun-scorched grasslands, a silent hunt was underway. A serval, a long-legged cat with large ears that detect the slightest movement in the grass, subtly lowered its body as a large, horned viper coiled defensively before it. Its sharp, curved claws snapped out in the first pounce. Immediately, the snake counterattacked with a lightning-fast thrust. Its venom enough to quickly incapacitate the small prey. But the serval's advantage lay in its long legs and lightning-fast reflexes. It recoiled at the precise moment, narrowly dodging the blow. Yawa, instead of a sudden, overwhelming assault. The serval delivered a series of precise blows to the head, stunning and disorienting the snake. When a moment of vulnerability arose, it lunged forward, biting the vital spot and swiftly carrying its prey away. In the arid, sun-scorched landscape of Africa, a Cape cobra silently moved in search of prey, its more than 1 meter long body winding across the cracked earth. Nearby, a honey badger also scoured the low bushes, its nose constantly sniffing. Sensitive to vibrations transmitted through the ground, the snake quickly detected danger and immediately fled up a tree to escape. But no movement escaped the keen eyes and tenacious hunting instincts of the honey badger. It accelerated its pursuit, climbing after it without hesitation. Pushed to the ground, the Cape cobra tried to use its last bit of agility to escape. However, just seconds later, the honey badger caught up. A precise bite to the head, its fatal weakness ended all resistance. The possessor of the region's most dangerous venom ultimately became the meal of this tenacious predator. on the dusty, dry ground. A rat snake was silently advancing. Not far away, a tenacious honey badger was also foraging, known for its aggressive nature and thick skin that allowed it to withstand bites from prey. Upon encountering each other, the rat snake immediately raised its front body, constantly changing direction to dodge. Although not venomous, it counterattacked with quick bites to force its opponent to retreat. But the honey badger was undeterred. With sharp reflexes and strong teeth, it tried to get close to the snake's head, its fatal weakness. The snake tried to turn and run, then suddenly turned its head to deliver a final bite. However, in an instant, the honey badger dodged and delivered a precise bite that firmly lodged itself in the snake's head. The powerful bite and precise control ended the struggle almost immediately. Under the scorching sun of the North American desert, a rattlesnake coiled beneath dry bushes, its diamond-like scales blending into the environment. Within its body lay a hemotoxic venom capable of destroying tissue and rendering prey defenseless in minutes. Above, a red-tailed hawk with a wingspan of nearly 1.5 meters detected the slightest movement on the ground. It folded its wings and swooped down. Instantly, its tail vibrated loudly as a warning, and the snake sprang up, its body coiled tightly, ready to deliver a lightning-fast strike. The hawk didn't lunge directly at its opponent's head. It deliberately drew the attack toward the snake's thick feathers. The snake's incredibly quick strike only grazed the feathers instead of the flesh. In that brief moment, its powerful talons, with their immense grip, clamped down on the snake's head of vital control. But in just a few moments, the dangerous desert venomous creature lay motionless. Deep in the forest, a breathtaking, silent confrontation unfolded. An eagle, with a wingspan exceeding 2 meters, circled around a cobra whose hood was menacingly flared. Its eyes locked onto the snake's movements. The snake raised nearly 1/3 of its body, spreading its hood wide to appear larger, and launched a series of lightning-fast pecks carrying potent neurotoxic venom. But the eagle was not in a hurry. It maintained a safe distance, patiently waiting for an opening. Each time, the snake leaped to counterattack. The bird swiftly moved out of range. Then the decisive moment arrived. As the snake's head lowered after a missed pounce, the eagle folded its wings and lunged. Its curved talons, sharp as steel hooks, clamped down on the head as fatal weakness. A precise lock-on ended the battle. Deep within the dense pine forest, where the ground was covered with crisp, dry needles, a large king snake, a non-venomous species renowned for its powerful constriction, was coiled tightly around a small squirrel. But nearby, the mother squirrel was trying to attack. Weighing less than 500 grams, its speed and tenacity were explosive. It didn't attack indiscriminately, but aimed directly at the constricting body, repeatedly biting hard and then recoiling to avoid counterattacks. A king snake can constrict with enough force to suffocate its prey in just a few minutes. but it wouldn't be easy to escape when constantly harassed from behind. The mother squirrel continued to press, biting, retreating, and changing angles, utilizing the agility that helps them evade snakes in the wild. Distracted and suffering numerous painful bites, the snake was finally forced to loosen its grip to defend itself, waiting for that moment. The mother squirrel pulled her young out of the deadly coil, chased the snake away, and quickly carried her offspring back to safety in the nest. Beneath the rustling dry leaves of the forest, a small squirrel suddenly detected movement. Its eyes locked onto its target, a slender young snake. With agile reflexes, it darted sideways and attacked directly at the head, a fatal weak point. A series of bites landed on the snake's body, visibly weakening it. The snake attempted a quick counterattack, but its thick fur caused the strike to miss. Giving no second chance, the squirrel immediately used its front paws to pin the snake down, adjusting its angle and biting forcefully at its head. After only a few seconds of struggle, the snake's movement slowed, then became motionless. On the dry ground, a mongoose was moving slowly, its nose constantly scanning the air for scent. Suddenly, a large cobra lunged forward, with its incredibly fast lunge and neurotoxic venom capable of incapacitating an opponent with a single blow. The mongoose took the initiative. Caught off guard, the mongoose paused for a split second before regaining its balance, thanks to its rare reflexes. It turned and counterattacked, closing in relentlessly to apply pressure. Each strike from the cobra was dodged by the mongoose's lightning-fast changes of direction, forcing the snake to constantly turn its head to defend itself. Unable to withstand the relentless assault, the cobra turned and fled, but the mongoose pursued closely, lunging at the vulnerable spot on its head, delivering a series of bites, however, amidst the chaos. The snake unexpectedly seized a small opening, slithering into the bushes and escaping. In the arid, sun-scorched land, a nearly 4-meter-long king cobra silently slithered, its massive body appearing and disappearing on the cracked earth. As the world's longest venomous snake, its neurotoxic venom was enough to paralyze its prey's respiratory system with a single, precise bite. Its appearance quickly attracted a large mongoose, a notoriously tenacious and skilled snake hunter. The mongoose closed in, moving nimbly around its opponent. Immediately, the king cobra raised nearly a third of its body, spreading its neck wide and turning its head with each step of its opponent. Each lunge of the mongoose was blocked by lightning-fast counterattacks. A single successful strike would instantly end the battle. Realizing the vast difference in strength, the mongoose paused and retreated, leaving the cobra standing proudly in the hot, dry land. In in the vast expanse of sand. A king cobra silently slithered along, its dark brown skin almost blending into the dry ground. When sensing danger, it could raise nearly a third of its body, spreading its distinctive hood wide to appear larger. But the creature closing in from behind was no ordinary opponent. A mongoose, a species renowned for its incredibly quick reflexes and considerable venom resistance, began circling. It didn't attack hastily, constantly changing direction, forcing the snake to turn its head with each step. Each strike from the cobra was dodged by a hair's breadth. And then, as the snake lowered its head after a missed blow, the mongoose seized the moment, lunging in to bite precisely at the head. The battle was over in just seconds. Deep within the humid forest, where tall trees block out the sunlight, the king cobra, the snake eater, silently slithers like a powerful shadow. This moniker is not a legend. It is the world's longest venomous snake and preys on its own kind. Each bite from the king cobra delivers a massive amount of venom pumped from its highly developed venom glands, enough to cause nervous system collapse in a short time. Today, it faced a smaller individual. The smaller snake resisted desperately, coiling around the predator's head to restrain its deadly fangs. In an instant, the two snakes intertwined. But against the king cobra's superior physical strength and seasoned close combat skills, any hope of a quick counterattack crumbled. With the decisive bite, the outcome was decided. The snake hunter once again asserted its dominance. Did you know that sometimes a snake's most fearsome enemy is one of its own kind? On the dry, rocky ground, amidst the scorching hot sand, two snakes suddenly lunged at each other in a life-or-death battle. The dark red snake launched a bite straight at its opponent's head, initiating a relentless fight to the death. The opponent immediately reacted, using its long, muscular body to coil around its attacker. The two bodies twisted tightly, rolling wildly in the dust, creating a giant, inseparable knot. Unlike the lightning-fast attacks when hunting prey, confrontations between snakes are often a test of endurance, where the force of the constriction, the ability to withstand oxygen deprivation, and control of the head determine everything. The balance gradually tilted towards the dark red snake as it gained a more advantageous position. However, in the final chaotic moment, the other snake unexpectedly broke free from the constriction. It seized a split-second lapse to escape. In the barren, rocky land, the rattlesnake has long been a symbol of fear with its potent venom. But today, it encountered its natural nemesis, the king cobra. The battle erupted in an instant. The king cobra lunged, locking onto the head, the most vulnerable spot. and immediately coiled its muscular arms tightly around its opponent's body. With its jaw structure and tactics honed through countless snake hunts, it expertly controlled its prey. Each time the rattlesnake struggled, the constriction tightened, suffocating its circulation and respiration. Its most prized weapon, venom, was almost useless, as the king cobra possessed a natural resistance to this venom. As its strength dwindled, the pride of the one who once instilled fear crumbled. The king cobra began to swallow from the head, slowly absorbing the energy for its next survival. Amidst the dry sand, a rat snake was engrossed in tracking its prey. Unaware, it had slithered deep into the territory of another predator. Concealing almost motionless, the pit viper accurately located its prey, using its highly sensitive thermoreceptors, allowing it to detect body, even when the prey was hidden. Without hesitation, it lunged, its bite locking onto the head in an instant. With its head under control, the rat snake had virtually no chance of resistance. With its lightning-fast reflexes and ability to hunt other snakes, the pit viper quickly ended the confrontation. Just moments later, the intruder became its next meal. Beneath the dense forest canopy, where sunlight filtered only through thick layers of leaves, a coral snake slowly advanced across the damp sand. Ahead, a small reticulated python casually slithered by. Without hesitation, the coral snake suddenly lunged. The bite was swift, enough to inject venom. Its venom was a potent neurotoxin, directly attacking the python's nervous system, causing its muscles to gradually paralyze rather than collapse instantly. Thanks to its potent venom, the coral snake patiently waited as its opponent's movements became increasingly erratic and uncontrollable. When the python was almost motionless, the coral snake adjusted its jaws and slowly swallowed its prey. In this hunt, victory came not from strength, but from venom and absolute precision. Amidst the rustling dry leaves of the low forest, a southern black racer glides swiftly, but almost silently. Its forked tongue constantly flicks out to read the scent in the air. A few meters away, a small horned snake is moving. With just the slightest movement, the racer instantly locks onto its target. It lunges forward in a split second, a clean, deep bite. While not the most venomous species, the racer's saliva, containing a mild toxin, is still enough to quickly incapacitate small reptiles if the bite is held long enough. The horned snake writhes in resistance, trying to twist its head to bite back. But as its body begins to slow, the racer shifts its grip to the head, the crucial point of any counterattack. The battle is over in seconds. After immobilizing its prey, the southern black racer slowly swallows it whole. In the damp, dark swamp, a rattlesnake slithers slowly, its tail subtly vibrating in a silent warning.
California bandit.
It is unaware that behind it, a predator is silently tracking its every move. The cottonmouth patiently closes the distance. Thanks to its extremely sensitive sense of smell and vibration, it accurately tracks its prey. When the distance is close enough, the attack happens in a flash. Its fangs sink deep into the head of its opponent. While the cottonmouth's venom isn't as potent as a rattlesnake's, it possesses a considerable natural resistance to venom, allowing it to confidently attack even highly venomous snakes. The toxins begin to disrupt the nervous system, causing the rattlesnake to lose coordination almost immediately. Just seconds later, all movement ceases. The cottonmouth quickly regains control of the head, then slowly swallows its prey whole, completing a cold and precise hunt. Amidst the dry, leaf-strewn ground, a Dolichophis caspius, renowned for its speed, suddenly lunged, aiming directly at the small, coiled viper. The distance was erased in an instant. The first attack was incredibly precise. Its jaws clamped down on the front of its opponent's body. The viper frantically resisted, thrashing its head in search of an opportunity to deliver a venomous bite. But the Dolichophis caspius wasn't a particularly venomous snake. It was a fast and aggressive predator, relying on speed, a powerful bite, and a relentless grip to overpower its prey. Giving its opponent no time to regain its balance, it pressed down with decisive bites, firmly controlling the head to neutralize the fangs. The disparity in speed and stamina quickly weakened the viper. When the resistance ended, the Dolichophis caspius switched to swallowing by the head, the safest way to avoid a counterbite. Each muscle contraction propelled the prey away, gradually disappearing, bringing to a close a swift, daring, and intense hunt. In the silent night, an eastern king cobra moved stealthily through its territory. Its forked tongue flicked out continuously, sensing the slightest vibration in the damp, cold air. After hours of hunting, it spotted its target, a horned viper, a species with dangerous venom, but still a familiar prey for this professional snake hunter. But the king cobra could raise its front body and lunge with incredible speed over short distances. In an instant, it closed in and delivered its first bite. The large amount of venom from its rapidly developing venom glands disrupted the viper's nervous system. The second bite was aimed directly at the head, the vital point that would decide the outcome. Although the viper struggled violently, its resistance diminished under the influence of the venom and the pressure of control. When all movement ceased, the king cobra began to swallow its prey, bringing the night hunt to a precise and cold conclusion. In the dry, rocky terrain, the familiar clicking sound of the rattlesnake's tail echoed like a warning. But this time, it was different. The rattlesnake thrashed violently, trying to twist its head and deliver a venomous bite. But the California king snake is renowned for its resistance to rattlesnake venom, thanks to special proteins in its blood, allowing it to withstand dangerous counterattacks. As its resistance weakened, the king snake quickly shifted control to the head, its most vulnerable point. Within minutes, the rattlesnake's body began to weaken. Not missing the opportunity, the California king snake began to swallow from the head, slowly dissolving the entire prey within its body, concluding a bold and skillful hunt. In the wild, the Tidal King is more than symbolism. The king cobra survives by hunting other reptiles. In front of it is a smaller snake, but not an easy one to subdue. The moment it is attacked, the smaller snake retaliates instantly, biting near the edge of the cobra's mouth and head. It is a final attempt at survival. But the king cobra has evolved to confront even venomous snakes, possessing strong venom resistance that prevents it from being easily affected by counterbites. It does not loosen its jaws, maintaining its grip while injecting venom into the prey's body. The rat snake coils tightly, trying to obstruct the swallowing process, but the difference in strength is overwhelming. Gradually, its movements weaken, then stop completely. Amid damp layers of forest leaf litter, a juvenile king cobra already displays the posture of a future ruler. Camouflage bands run along its body, blending it almost perfectly into the forest floor. In front of it stands a rat snake, both frozen, breathing softly, waiting for the decisive moment. Then it comes. Its scientific name literally means snake eater, and the king cobra does not hesitate. The strike is lightning fast, delivering venom that can reach nearly 700 milligrams, enough to paralyze the nervous system rapidly. At that dosage, it is almost a death sentence. As the prey becomes motionless, the cobra's flexible jaws expand dramatically. It begins swallowing the still twitching body deep into its stomach. In the silent forest, the act of cannibal predation concludes coldly and without mercy. Under scorching heat on a burning roadway, a tense confrontation unfolds between two notorious species. A California king snake, marked with bold black and white bands, attempts to swallow a venomous rattlesnake. Its initial mistake is swallowing from the tail first. The rough scales scrape against its throat, while the rattlesnake's head remains free to strike. The king snake shifts to its signature tactic, constriction. Though non-venomous, its muscular coils are powerful enough to stop blood circulation within minutes. The rattlesnake's final bites become futile. The king snake possesses specialized blood enzymes that provide resistance to necrotic venom. Slowly, it continues swallowing the rattlesnake. With its large prize secured, the predator slithers away. In the dark, humid jungle, a king cobra rises high, lifting the front portion of its body to survey its surroundings. As the longest venomous snake in the world, it can elevate nearly 1/3 of its body off the ground, scanning its kingdom before striking. It is following a familiar scent. The prey appears another venomous snake that has wandered into the territory of a specialist snake hunter. For the king cobra, hunting snakes is instinctive. The bite lands decisively, delivering a large dose of venom that quickly paralyzes the victim's nervous system. Within minutes, all movement ceases. Beneath the dark forest canopy, the cannibal feast ends in silence. Inside a quiet glass enclosure, a massive king cobra dominates the space. With a length surpassing most other snakes, it radiates apex authority. Without warning, it lunges. Venomous fangs sink into the smaller snake's body. The smaller snake struggles desperately, but the powerful neurotoxic venom rapidly paralyzes its muscles, rendering resistance meaningless. As the prey grows still, the king cobra adjusts its position. It moves toward the head, gripping the skull firmly, a crucial step to ensure smooth swallowing. Pressure is maintained until all resistance ends. Rhythmic muscular contractions gradually draw the long body of the victim into its stomach. On bare ground, the king cobra strikes decisively, driving its fangs deep into its opponent. In a single bite, it can inject between 400 and 700 milligrams of venom, enough to paralyze the nervous system within a short time. The prey's brain continues sending signals, but the muscles no longer respond. Eyelids droop, facial muscles stiffen, and when the diaphragm ceases to function, breathing fades. After the bite, the hardest part is done. Like a calculated master, the cobra begins from the head, ensuring the prey is swallowed along the direction of its scales to prevent throat injury. Wave after wave of muscular contractions pull the life inward. Venom is often the ultimate weapon in nature, but some predators are born to neutralize it. On scorching gravel, a king snake quietly searches for its target. Its forked tongue flicks repeatedly, collecting chemical signals that create a scent map leading directly to a rattlesnake hidden beneath a rock. In a split second, the bite locks in. Rather than relying on venom, the king snake coils tightly, compressing the opponent's chest until breathing is cut off. The rattlesnake struggles, but its counterbites are useless. Special enzymes in the king snake's blood render it nearly immune to the rattlesnake's venom. The struggle ends swiftly. Under dense, humid forest canopy, a giant king cobra pressures a much smaller striped snake. The size difference thickens the tension in the air. The cobra raises its front body to dominate the encounter, and a single bite could decide everything. The smaller snake briefly searches for escape, but the predator advances. With no choice, it coils tightly like a compressed spring, keeping its head at a safe distance while preparing to counterstrike. The cobra's eyes track every movement. Then the strike launches but misses by inches. Seizing the moment, the smaller snake darts into the undergrowth and escapes. When coloration blends perfectly with leaf litter, camouflage becomes near invisibility. A small lizard moves forward, unaware that a predator is close. A jararaca viper waits silently. It needs no chase, only one precise bite. Its venom contains compounds that destroy tissue and disrupt circulation rapidly. Once injected, toxins rupture blood vessels, cause internal bleeding, and send the prey into shock. The lizard attempts to run, but every step brings it closer to its fate. The jararaca does not rush. Its tongue continually gathers scent molecules, calmly tracking the weakening victim. When movement finally stops, the predator returns to finish the meal. Though cold-blooded predators, pythons display remarkable maternal instinct. During months of incubation, a mother python often fasts completely, coiling around her clutch and contracting muscles to generate heat, keeping the eggs at stable temperatures for development. In that silence, a small movement triggers alertness. A rat has wandered too close. In a flash, the python strikes and locks onto the target. Without venom, it constricts with powerful coils, compressing the prey's chest until breathing stops. The brief struggle ends quickly. Beside her eggs, the mother python swallows the unexpected meal, then coils once more around the clutch as if she had never moved. Across the windswept savannah, two male lions suddenly clash in a battle for control of the pride. Lions are among the few big cats that live in social groups, and for males, territory means mating opportunities. Their muscular forelimb strikes can deliver enough force to break bones with a single well-placed blow. Both charge with their full body weight, roaring and biting fiercely. Lionesses stand nearby, pacing tensely but not intervening. For young males between 3 and 5 years old, more than 40% of deaths result from failed challenges like this. In the end, the challenger falters and retreats. The victor remains standing, his face bloody. On the savannah, power is always paid for with scars. On a windless plain, a solitary male lion patrols his territorial boundary, unaware of danger closing in. 4 rival males observe silently, using the wind direction to mask their scent, a crucial tactic in coalition conflicts. By the time he notices the dark shapes rushing toward him, it is too late. He attempts to flee, then suddenly turns to fight, delivering heavy swipes to defend his land. For a lion, losing territory means losing breeding rights and ultimately survival status. The clash is violent but brief. Outnumbered, the solitary male is defeated. This time, he survives. But clearly, he has lost everything to the 4 lions. At a territorial boundary, 3 coalition males detect a young male straying into their domain. For lions, territorial intrusion nearly equals a death sentence, as land control determines breeding access and dominance. Without hesitation, the 3 spread out, encircle him, and attack. Claws strike, fangs flash, and heavy impacts send dust into the air. Yet the young male refuses to turn and flee. He rises, retaliating with swipes and defiant roars. His fierce resistance causes the coalition to pause. Perhaps they recognize that a prolonged battle is not worth the cost. After several tense seconds, the 3 males withdraw. Lions do not kill leopards for food, they eliminate competitors. In ecosystems such as Kruger and the Serengeti, this form of inter-predator conflict is common. A significant portion of leopard deaths in lion-dense regions is caused by lions. In this scene, a leopard rests high on a tree branch, its prey secured above a survival strategy refined over generations to avoid scavengers and larger predators. But 2 lionesses appear below. One, unusually bold, begins climbing. Lions are not built for climbing like leopards, yet desperation drives the attempt. The branch trembles. The leopard growls, claws digging into bark, defending both position and meal. One misstep could mean a fatal fall. After a tense standoff, the lioness loses balance and abandons the attempt. In an open clearing, a solitary leopard is surrounded by an entire pride of lions. More than a dozen spread into a circle, blocking every escape route. Lions are highly territorial, and when another predator intrudes, mercy is rare. The leopard snarls, slashing with razor-sharp claws, attempting to break through. Lightweight and agile, it twists and bites at any lion that approaches too closely. But numbers are decisive. One lion after another charges, maintaining relentless pressure. The struggle drags on. Eventually, overwhelmed by superior numbers, the leopard is brought down. On the grassland, a male lion is cornered as an entire clan of spotted hyenas surrounds him. Lions do not hunt hyenas for food, but such clashes erupt over territorial disputes. Hyenas rely on numbers. The lion remains calm, standing firm at the center. In a split second, he lunges. With a bite force of around 650 pounds per square inch, he clamps onto one hyena's throat. The swift, decisive strike causes the clan to hesitate. The others rush in, barking loudly to distract and rescue their clan member. But numerical advantage is not always enough against raw power. In that brief moment, dominance is reaffirmed. On the savannah, hyenas may be bold in groups, but face to face, the lion remains supreme. A clan of spotted hyenas tears into a carcass until everything changes. An adult male lion charges in, mane flared, advancing without hesitation. Within seconds, he seizes a hyena and shakes it violently. With a bite strong enough to crush bone, the message is clear. This meal may belong to him. The hyenas scatter briefly. Unlike solitary predators, they rely on coordination and numbers. They regroup quickly, surrounding him, howling and probing for weakness. Hyenas rarely challenge alone. Their strength lies in unity. As pressure mounts from all sides, even a dominant male must reconsider. In a cracked, dried channel, a crocodile is stranded on land, surrounded by a pride of hungry lions. On land, the reptile's advantage diminishes. Its heavy body, designed for ambush in water, becomes slower and less agile. The lions charge in, taking turns biting and clawing while avoiding the powerful jaws capable of crushing bone. The crocodile thrashes its tail and snaps desperately, but surrounded from multiple angles, it struggles to maintain control. The confrontation drags on. Eventually, under coordinated pressure, the crocodile is overwhelmed. Away from its element, even a fearsome predator becomes vulnerable, and today, it becomes food for the pride. A massive crocodile approaches too close to a pride of lions, a carcass lying only meters away. Perhaps it hopes for scraps. But lions rarely tolerate intruders at their kill. Tension rises instantly. One lion steps forward, growling low. More emerge from the grass. Within seconds, The crocodile is surrounded. It snaps its jaws and swings its heavy tail, its armored scales acting as natural shields. At the riverbank, it would hold the advantage. But here, far from deep water, mobility becomes its weakness. Outnumbered and unable to isolate a single target, the crocodile makes the only wise choice: retreat. A solitary hippopotamus is surrounded by a pride of lions. At first, it appears exhausted, barely reacting as the lions approach. But hippopotamuses are not passive giants. Weighing over 1,500 kilograms, with jaws that can open nearly 150 degrees, they possess crushing power few animals dare challenge. The pride regroups. They avoid frontal attacks, targeting the rear where the hippopotamus cannot pivot easily on land. Exhaustion becomes evident. Far from water, its true refuge, the hippopotamus struggles to maintain defense. Moments later, its strength gives out. The massive body collapses. On the savanna, even the strongest can fall when endurance is depleted. On scorching ground, a solitary hippopotamus wanders too close to a resting pride of lions. Eyes meet. Tension fills the air. Hippopotamuses are notoriously aggressive. In a sudden instant, chaos erupts. The lions charge simultaneously, spreading out to surround from multiple sides. The hippopotamus spins and thrashes, attempting to use its immense weight to break free. Overwhelmed by numbers, it gradually loses control. When panic sets in, even a multi-ton animal can falter. Then, in a fortunate moment, the hippopotamus breaks through the encirclement and sprints toward the river. Across a dry, barren landscape, a Cape cobra rushes desperately in search of escape. Behind it is a honey badger, a snake hunter famous for its fearlessness and incredible endurance. Even as the snake attempts to climb a tree to evade danger, every movement is detected by the predator. The honey badger immediately follows, pressing closer and closer, giving the cobra no time to defend itself. The venom of this snake is extremely potent, but under relentless pressure it is forced to drop back to the ground and flee. That moment becomes the opportunity. The honey badger accelerates and closes the distance within seconds. A precise bite aimed directly at the head. The vital weakness of venomous snakes quickly ends the chase. On the desert ground, a roadrunner suddenly halts during its hunt when it spots a rattlesnake coiled defensively ahead. In an instant, the bird surges forward with explosive speed. The roadrunner attacks rapidly, delivering sharp pecks aimed directly at the snake's head. The rattlesnake counters with lightning-fast strikes, but each time it lunges. The bird sidesteps and circles, using its agility to remain outside striking range. with constant movement and pressure. The roadrunner destabilizes the snake. Then, in a decisive moment, it lands a precise strike on the snake's head, the most vulnerable point. The fight ends almost immediately. The moments you've just watched reveal a harsh truth of the wild. No predator is invincible. One wrong decision can change the outcome in just a few seconds. Which encounter surprised you the most? If you found this video thrilling and unbelievable, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to continue exploring more unexpected wildlife encounters. Thank you for watching.